Last time, we journeyed through the mountains, where wonders and terrors dwell in equal measure. We witnessed landscapes that defy imagination and encountered beasts born from ancient dreams and nightmares. From the highest peaks that scrape the heavens to the deepest valleys where sunlight never reaches, we saw that the world is far stranger and more magnificent than any map could ever show. But the land is only half the story. Now, beyond the peaks, beyond the winding rivers and sprawling plains, the endless sea awaits a new realm of mystery, with its own legends and its own guardians. The eastern sea stretches without end, its waters concealing islands of mystery that rise like emerald jewels from the deep blue. The air here is thick with salt and secrets, carrying whispers from shores unseen. These islands are not barren rocks. They are alive, teeming with exotic plants that glow within inner light and trees whose branches twist into shapes no mortal hand could carve. The beaches are not of sand, but of crushed pearls and jade, shimmering under the strange, ethereal glow of the horizon. It's a world unto itself, beautiful, yet perilous. And here, in this kingdom of water and wonder, the nine-headed bird reigns. It is the sovereign of this domain, the master of its currents, and the keeper of its ancient truths. To sail these waters is to enter its territory. To breathe its air is to fall under its shadow. Every ripple on the water, every gust of wind feels like the stirring of this colossal, mythical creature. The legend of the nine-headed bird is not a story for children. It is a cautionary tale whispered by weathered sailors and coastal villagers, their voices low and fearful. They say that when it takes flight, its vast wings blot out the sun, plunging the world into a sudden, terrifying twilight. Each of its 9 heads is a sovereign entity, a mind of its own, with a voice that carries the power of the natural world. Each head speaks with a voice of storm, a symphony of chaos that can shatter the will of the strongest warrior. Some of its heads whisper profound truths, secrets of the cosmos that could grant enlightenment to those who can decipher them. Others, however, weave intricate lies, seductive falsehoods designed to lead travelers astray, to trap them in a maze of their own desires and fears. To hear them all at once is to risk madness, to have your mind torn apart by the torrent of conflicting wisdom and deceit. The bird is not merely a monster. It is a living paradox, a test of perception and sanity itself, driven not by a quest for gold or glory, but by an insatiable thirst for wonder. A traveler arrives at the edge of this mythical sea. He has heard the stories, felt the fear in the villagers' voices, but the allure of the unknown is a current too strong to resist. He stands on the shore, the strange, pearl-like sands cool beneath his feet, and looks out at the horizon, where the sky and sea become one. He knows the risks, the tales of sailors lost to the birds' chaotic chorus, but his heart is steady. He has come not to conquer, but to understand. Drawn by wonder, the traveler dares to face the nine-headed bird. He calls out, not a challenge, but a greeting, an offering of respect to the ancient guardian of the eastern sea. And the sea answers. The calm water begins to churn, and a shadow falls over the land. With a sound that is part thunder, part screech, the nine-headed bird descends. It is a terrifying spectacle, a whirlwind of feathers and fury. Its 9 heads, each with eyes like molten gold, writhe and twist, their voices a cacophony of discord that shakes the very air. One head, crowned with jagged feathers, bellows, bow before me, mortal, your arrogance ends here. Another, with a serpentine neck, hisses, seek wisdom in chaos. Can you find the pearl within the storm? A third, its beak dripping with sea foam, screeches, your journey ends here. Turn back, or be consumed. The overlapping voices create a sonic tempest, a whirlwind of threats, promises, and riddles designed to overwhelm and shatter the mind. The sky darkens, lightning flashes behind its colossal silhouette, and the wind howls like 1,000 tormented spirits. This is the first trial, to simply withstand its presence. But The traveler does not draw a weapon. He carries no sword, no shield. He knows that force is meaningless against a creature of such immense power. A, being that is less flesh and blood and more a living embodiment of nature as fury and wisdom. Instead, he finds his center, he closes his eyes, steadies his breath, and anchors himself in the storm of sound. Not with sword, but with silence. He endures. He lets the torrent of words wash over him, a chaotic symphony of demands, lies, and truths. He does not try to fight it, nor does he attempt to decipher every word. He simply listens, with a calm and open heart, offering no resistance, only respectful attention. In his patience, a change begins to occur. The cacophony starts to lose its power. The lies become transparent, the threads hollow, and through the noise, a single, clear note of truth begins to emerge. In the traveler's profound stillness, the nine-headed bird senses something it has rarely encountered. Not fear, not aggression, but pure, unwavering respect. The maelstrom of its voices begins to subside. The heads, one by one, fall silent. The storm quiets. Then, one head, the one that had remained silent throughout the encounter, leans forward. Its eyes, once burning with chaotic energy, now hold a serene, ancient light. A single, iridescent feather detaches from its wing. It doesn't fall. It floats gently down, glowing with a soft, internal luminescence, and lands softly in the traveler's outstretched hand. The test was not one of strength, but of spirit. Wisdom is not seized by force. It is received with humility. The bird had tested his soul and found it worthy. The traveler holds the gift. The feather is light in his palm, yet it feels as though it carries the weight of the ocean. The wisdom of ages. It is a burden and a blessing, a token of wisdom earned through humility. This feather is a key, a guide, a reminder that the greatest truths are often found, not in battle, but in quiet understanding. As he looks at the shimmering token, the sea around him calms, the waves lapping gently at the shore once more. The nine-headed bird gives a final, resonant call no longer a screech, but a deep, melodic note of acknowledgement and ascends back into the sky, disappearing into the clouds as mysteriously as it arrived. The encounter is over, but the journey has been forever changed. He is no longer just he is a keeper of a secret, a bearer of a sacred trust. With the feather secured, the traveler turns his gaze from the now peaceful eastern sea toward a new, ominous glow on the horizon. It is a fierce, flickering light, a wall of crimson and orange that paints the distant sky. Beyond the sea, the flaming mountains rise, a range where the very earth is said to be ablaze, where rivers of molten rock carve paths through the land. There, legends say, fire itself takes form, giving birth to creatures of pure flame and untamable energy. A new challenge, a new wonder, calls to him from across the water. The feather in his hand feels warm, a small piece of wisdom to carry into the heart of the inferno. The journey is far from over. Thank you for watching this episode of Chronicles of Mountains and Seas. If you were captivated by the legend of the nine-headed bird, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you want to miss our next adventure into the heart of the Flaming Mountains. See you next time!